we have a role to play in fixing this country. Actually, we have better roles to play. Why do I say that?
You mean the church leaders?
The church leaders have better role to play. I am not very comfortable with a situation where we play church and we are not addressing the state of the nation. The lives of people are being wasted. Injustice is no longer available for the ordinary man, and people are being wasted, and many are in the IDP camps. And the churches, all they can talk about is their own enlargement of buildings, new structures, conventions and gathering, and talking about materialism. I think we are gravely mistaken. I challenged W.F. Kumuyi when I had opportunity to deliver the lecture at a seated body. The Vice President Oshibajo was seated, Governor of Lagos was seated. I challenged them both. I told the Vice President, you are a pastor and you are number 2 in this government. Like Esther, you are in office for a time like this. This country is being messed up. What are you doing about that? You have to rise up. You are quiet. And I told Kumuyi, I said, go and tell Adeboye, you are too quiet. You are not saying anything. And you have the crowd. And church leaders, we are complicit. We are the ones that teach them in church. What did we teach them in church? The gospel we teach, does it transform lives in such a way that when they get to government, they fear God and they do right? Christians, Muslims, they are joining in looting this country, heavy debt burden, insecurity, unemployment, inflation, poverty, everything. The church is as corrupt as the society. So what you cannot save among yourselves, you can't imply in the society. So we must cure ourselves and then we go out there. Christianity is simple. Christianity is humility. Christianity is contentment. All this arrogance and this aristocracy, they are strange to Christian culture. You can't be more Christian than Jesus Christ. We are called the watchmen. Ezekiel said, if you see danger, blow the alarm. If they don't repent, their blood will be on their head. But if you don't do so, I will require the blood from their hands. So God is going to require the blood of these Nigerians from the hand of the church. We are not preaching the real gospel that can save. Our evangelism is very low. We are planting churches, look right and center, no can corner, and we are not really evangelizing. It is just business for so many of the churches. It's sickening. So many churches everywhere, no impact upon society. Our gospel is being compromised. Our gospel is in trouble. So what I think we should do is to sit down and begin to call leaders to order, even though at the risk of our lives, confront them, expose them, pray for them, and guide them, and give them proper monitoring. But beyond that, we should do 2 important things. We should be able to collaborate in such a way that we can even bring out the best among our various segments and throw them up into the politics and back them with the figure. Anglican church members are millions. Roman Catholics are millions. Pentecostals are many millions. Aladura are millions. We have the population to do that. But because we are not united, let's respect our common organ can, and let us begin to work with it, make sure they have credible leadership, work with them, encourage Christians to go into politics, bypass the 2 major political parties, go to somewhere neutral, and let us be able to mobilize the youth who are able to change the tide. All we need to do is to articulate a proper manifesto, write books, mobilize the people, educate them. Don't tell them what you will do, tell them how you will do it and how workable it is. Then you throw up real people, do everything possible to prevent rigging or minimize it, and we can get the right people in power. We can flush out all these people. That's what we should do. Second thing we need to do is we should be able to sit as a church to bring the best of the brains of the church in every profession and draw up a blueprint for the solving of the problem of Nigeria. Even if I'm not in office, I should be able to say, how do you face the problem in education? What do you do to face the health sector? You are training doctors, they go outside the country, nurses go outside the country, people are running away. How do we deal with security? How can we re-engineer the army? How can we re-engineer the police? How can we go back to federalism so that the regions can become autonomous, semi-autonomous as it used to be, and we have a weak center? How can we prevent the calamity we are in now? Because we are not doing that, all you call darkness is nothing but the absence of light. The church is the light of the world. God is not going to hold unbelievers responsible. They don't belong to the kingdom. This world was created by our Father. Rulership is our responsibility. It's our birthright, not their birthright. So when you abscond, then they will be the one to dominate. So that is what we should do. If you do all these things, we endure the present situation and pray that God will just keep us afloat until this government clears itself out of the way. It's a disaster. Everyone says it's a disaster, and Christians are in power. There are no stars in this government, and my pain is that anyone who has anything to do with this government at all, in any capacity, should never be considered in year 2023. They should never. All those who are contesting the election, they are betrayal of the common cause of this country. They should not, the people who sponsor this government should never be there. The people who served in this government should never be there. They killed this country. It's resurrection we are praying for. And we should be able to be sensitive. I've said it everywhere. We have different tribes in this country. We have to stabilize this country at this time. Everyone should step down and let the Southeast produce the best they can give us, and let us have a new dispensation. After that, it goes round like that. We should have a rotation system. We should stop this practice of having 2 terms. It's a calamity to have a bad government for 2 terms. Let's have a single term of 5 years, region by region, put it there in the constitution, weaken the center, and let us have a grip of our economy. We need a person who has intelligence, who has passion, who has godliness, who has courage, who is radical in nature, who can lead this country. He's a radical who can lead this country. It's just that I am in the church. I would have put myself up. We would have gone around. We are radical enough to you need a righteous madman to clean this country, who will not be corrupt, who will not look at the face of anybody, who will clear out all the mess and move this country forward. People who have track record. Those who have no track record, they are coming. Those who have failed as governors are coming as senators, and they are assaulting our integrity by putting themselves up. It's as if we have no people here. In a country of more than 250 million, we are no longer the giant of Africa, but innately we are great. Nigerians go outside this country and they perform excellently well. How can we not fix this country? We have enough brains in the diaspora and here to fix this country.
Thank you very much, my Lord. My Lord, that means you are saying that Christians, you are encouraging Christians to move into politics.
They should move en masse. Those who know what they are doing, who have the ideas, who have the fear of God, and who have the practical, pragmatic roadmap to development, who have proven records. That's what they should do.
Then, my Lord, why do you think that Southeast should be given opportunity?
The Yorubas have had it for a long time. Hausas have had it for a long time. You should go to the Igbos. They've proven themselves in industry, but when it gets to them, they too should not repeat the mistake of the other people by messing it up. Because even among the Igbo governors, who is the star among them? Among themselves, are they united? Look at Anambra State alone. You want to contest for governorship in Anambra State, 20 people are putting themselves forward. Look at their acrimony. So it is because our houses are not in order that we cannot recommend ourselves credibly to the center. But if they can sit down and have a consensus candidate, forget about whether you are from this part or that part, and let us not play politics of ethnicity. Let's look for the right people who can fix this country. The country needs to be fixed. Otherwise, the country will go under. It's a time of emergency now. That is the reason why. The reason why I should go to them is because of balancing, so that at least correct that injustice. After Biafra, we should allow them to have, not just have a taste because you must have a taste because others must also be there in government and heal the wounds. And give them just 1 term. Everybody 1 term. No more 2 terms. The constitutional amendment they are doing now should be done in a proper way. Well, they are not doing anything serious. They are doing trivial things.
The church must have to play a role, and of course, the political leaders must have to play a role. Thank you very much, my Lord.